Good morning. I might have to figure out a different time for Mondays because I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's mowing day. Monday is always mowing day. And it's driving me insane, guys. Today I'm already fired up. Hiko is already just in a giant old mood. It's a Monday and it feels like one. That's how I'm doing now. Hi, Ryu. Look at me being a weird gremlin getting here so quick. Ryu, that's not weird. You were here on time. You were on time? I was late, technically. And don't worry, I'll get into that. Yeah, I'll get into why I was late in a minute. Because woo-wee, have I been sure. I put them. Why did they fall? Sticky notes, why did you fall? Tell me, speak to me. I'm so frustrated. I'm so tired. I'm so angry. I'm in a bad mood already. I need to not be in a bad mood. I had it all planned. I was gonna be early. Like I was gonna be ready early. Like I was gonna go live and like be ready. I was gonna be so ready. And then every little thing that I wanted to do was like, but what if no? What if we didn't do that? And I was like, that is so wildly rude. Game, please don't crash. Stardew Valley, don't crash on me. Don't be another thing that's gone like not according to plan today, please. I am asking also very nicely. I'll be so nice. I'm being so nice. I'm being so polite. YouTube, do not tell me the audio bitrate is lower than recommended at 0, because it's not 0. There is audio. I promise. Don't lie to me, YouTube. YouTube, that's so rude. Lying is rude. Okay? Maybe. It's thinking, okay. Goodness. Okay. I hope everyone else is having a better morning than I am. Because, like, it's a lot of first world problems. Other than my bills. My bills are due. I don't have money for them. That's fine. I don't know what to do. It's fine. What am I doing? Thanks for the parsnip soup recipe. Yeah, I'll give you a pumpkin. You can have a pumpkin. I don't know. Everything's fine, guys. You guys know that episode of Friends where Ross just spends the entire episode drinking margaritas and saying that he's fine when he's not? I'm not asking for any reason. I'm just curious. Water the crops. I was gonna be so good this morning. I'm fine. Exactly. I'm fine. Okay. I don't know why everybody keeps asking me, because really, I'm fine. And like, he like speaks in like a 5 octaves higher than normal. Did I leave the light in the kitchen on? I did. Gosh, dang it. It's fine. Why did I try to put that in my water again? Don't ask me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, guys. I'm not okay. No, my voice is getting all high and squeaky, because really, I'm fine. Yeah, literally. I got up early this morning, guys. I got up early, and I was going to be a good Kiko. Okay, Kiko is gonna do so good. Excuse the heck out of you, Acorn. I mean, we all remember like odd quotes, right? Like where people are like, "Why do you remember that?" And it's like, I don't know, bro. Why don't you remember it? You know what? The better question is, why don't other people remember it? Okay. Where's the egg? I wish I wasn't stupid sometimes. You know what, guys? Sometimes I wish that I wasn't so stupid. You ever look yourself in the mirror and go, "Why are you so stupid?" Because same every single day. Which one are you? Who are you? Show you. All right, you gave me a large good quality milk. All right. Udon, silver quality. Ramen. Why don't you two love me? Just have a mental breakdown. Just talking to the cows in the middle of a field. Why don't you love me more? Why is it silver quality milk? Why is it not gold quality? Why don't you love me? Nico's fine. I don't care, Train. I don't have time for you. Potato. I don't need any of that. Nor do I want it. I'm gonna be so good this morning. Okay, guys, I was gonna be so good. I had a plan, okay? I was like, okay, I have been putting off getting groceries for days. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get groceries. How am I gonna pay for them? We'll worry about that when the time to pay comes. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna go get groceries now. I got up and I got in my car. I walked out. Here's the thing, before I did that though, I left my apartment, which like, that does not happen. I need you guys to understand how little I leave my apartment, because that costs money in every way. Gas costs money, everything costs money, guys. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about how expensive existing is? Because I have. Existing is way too expensive for us to be expected to do it so nonchalantly. So let's just dwell on that for a second, that existence is so expensive. Anyway, but I was like, okay, I'll go and I'm gonna go get some groceries. I'm gonna go buy bagels because that is what I exist off of right now, is bagels. Okay, cool. Get in my car. Gosh dang it, where's Caroline? And I'm like, okay, time to go. And I go and I'm gonna go to Walmart because Walmart's cheap. And I know Walmart is evil, but Walmart is cheap. Listen, Walmart is the Jojo Mart of real life, but I cannot afford anything else right now. I am getting Walmart brand things. okay? Because that is just what I can afford. That is where I am in life. And I get almost there, and like on the way there, there's a train tracks, okay? And I was like, I hope there's not a train there this time, because like more than once there's been a train and I've like been stuck waiting for said train. And I would really like to not be stuck waiting for said train. What do you want? Do I really want to give you how much are you willing to give me? 480 gold. You know what? I am willing to give you a yam. Good for you, Pierre. This is why no one likes you. Do I have a yam? Do I even have yams? I bought sweet potatoes today at the store. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have so much time left because I'm gonna have, like, I was like, I will be home like at the least 30 minutes before I need to start a stream because of how early I left to go to said store. And I get almost there and wouldn't you know it, there's a train. And not only is there a train, but that train, it stopped its mean butthole right in the middle of the tracks. Right at the cross, right. Maybe it is. What are you gonna do about it? I'm allergic to you. I'm allergic to rude people. What's my allergic reaction? Being rude back. I don't have that. I have the patience for this. Do I have the patience for this, guys? Like, that's the real question here, is does Kiko have the patience to deal with the character in Stardew that reminds her of her ex-husband? This is a very hard decision. I feel like I'm making it harder than I need to. I'm so cranky. Hit him. I wish. You know, that would be really funny if in Stardew you could just smack people. Because in Animal Crossing, you can smack people. Yeah. No, I know. Like, in Stardew, or in Animal Crossing, like, you can smack people, like, with your bug net. Like, you can run around your island and you can smack villagers you don't like with your bug net. I mean, Ryu, what's really stopping me from the other one, though? Really? Other than the fact that I never want to see him ever again in my life. I'd support you. I think a lot of people would support me. Rai offered to, like, knock his kneecaps out, which I really appreciated, honestly. Okay, take deep breaths, Kiko. You have the patience for this. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, Rinko. Did you not? She is very sneaky. I'm in the middle of reading an adventurer's book about the Fern Islands archipelago. You may not know this, but the islands are full of perilous caverns. Yeah? Okay. They wind down under the sea and are full of monsters that never emerge above ground. Yeah, I've fought some of them. They're kind of assholes. If this adventure is to be believed, there are huge tentacled monsters and venomous floating jellyfish. Hard to believe they made it back to write their story. Tentacle monsters, this is not a hentai, okay? What is your face? Why is your face? The clan, you say? Alright, Kiko. Stop the JJK Japanese brain rot for like half a second, okay? We can do this, we're capable. Clan that protects the Fern Island is called the First Slash. Wear blue cloaks and use magic. And they're led by a fierce fighter named Jolene. You know a lot about these dudes, don't you? Well, we are... Yeah. Why so delayed? I want to visit the island sometime. My mother and I recently took a trip to the Satine City in the islands. The beaches are truly a sight to behold. Good for you. Remember that Christian Bale? Good for you. Hope we get to return soon. We take a vacation or two every year, but my mother usually chooses the destination. Man, must be nice to be rich and be able to go on a vacation. I can't remember the last time I went on a vacation. Rinko can't remember the last time she went on a vacation either, because in this moment, Rinko doesn't take vacations. Listen, guys, the first vacation that Rinko had like ever taken was her honeymoon, by the way. Good for you, bro. Tend to get lost in my books. This collection used to be small, but over time they've built up. That's how collections work. That's the story of everybody who has ever read a book. They're like, oh, I don't really know what happened. I had one and then I had 1,000,000. And now I'm standing in the middle of all these books and I don't know how they got here. Don't look at my Amazon. I used to be. I would order, like, I'm the chronic, I bought books because it gave me that serotonin boost to hit the buy books, to hit the button to buy the book. Or I like go to the used bookstore or like half price books and I'm like, oh, I want these books. I need these books. And then I get home and I'm like, well, time to reread Harry Potter again. I think I've read around 3/4 of the books currently in our library, but it just seems to keep growing. That is literally how every book reader, purchaser, owner, enjoyer ever exists. I'm like, oh, I bought these books. Time to read more Gojo fanfiction. Time to write more Gojo fanfiction. I don't think I'll ever be able to say I've read all of them. That's true. That's how everyone goes. You have my permission to read any of the books here that catch your eye, Rinko. You know what? Thanks, but there's a library. I don't need your library. There's a library. You want to borrow one to bring home? Let me know first. All right, you are not a library, sir. You are a rich boy. You are a rich mommy's boy, okay? I need to be nicer. Can you imagine? Just for a second. Let's just take a momentary step back. Because now my guilt is setting in. Because I'm like, I cannot imagine saying this to anybody's face. This would be so rude. I would feel so guilty. Because if anybody ever said these things to my face, I would start crying. Like, granted, I would never say the things that he's saying, but like, if anyone ever said the things that I have been saying to this boy, to me, I have very little doubt that I would either start crying or I would just walk away. Or I would say something very, very rude. Like even, like I would say probably something so rude it was unhinged in return. Those are the three options. Going to get back to reading. Have a nice day, Rinko. We should chat again soon. We should not. Hope we don't. Ugh. You know what's funny is my ex-husband like literally dresses very similar. Like I'm not even joking. He literally dresses very similarly. Hello, Rinko. So you saw the notice I posted. It looks perfect. Thanks. Apparently good for you. I didn't read what that said, by the way, guys. Rio, what message did you retract? What message are you hiding? I don't care that it's the Jenkins residence. I want to check the trash. What's up, bro? You annoy me so much less than Victor. Why do I have 4 hearts with Victor and only 1 with you? I don't know, actually. You know what? I'm mean, you're just a jock. Those are a dime a dozen. All Alex is a harmless little jock. Oh good, oh goody, a plant, a house plant. I'm so excited, guys. Can you tell how excited? Rinko, are you so excited about your house plant? Oh, you don't hold it above your head. That's devastating. I was really hoping you were gonna hold it above your head. That would have been so much funnier. I guess I'll just go heck myself, I guess. I don't know why I said I guess twice. Don't worry about it. Message retractions are either my finger slipping on my phone and deleting by mistake. Or grammatical spelling mistake. Sorry, I just so rudely yawned, like... Look at all the cake we have. Cakey. We have 7 hearts with Satoru. I wanna get everybody else except for Morris, because fuck Morris. We don't care about Morris. I wanna get everybody else to at least 1 heart. Awkward, I missed your birthday. How much do I have with Robin? Robin likes me a lot, so we don't like super need to. Just George likes me. George likes me, yeah. Yeah, George likes me. Listen, those mistakes just have to be. You're just gonna have to own up to those for you. I don't get to retract mine. They're just on the internet now. What was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, so the train was in the way. And so then I couldn't go, so I couldn't get to the store, okay? There's a way to go like around. Ooh, this sweet Jim berry is done. So was this ancient fruit. Thank you. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go around the other way, I'll pull a Yui and I'll go around. And then, so I do, I go around. And then because what am I doing? Because I was distracted by the fact that I couldn't get where I wanted to go to begin with, I ended up... Did I pet the ducks? I didn't pet the ducks. Hi, Oyokodon. Hi, Karaage. Good morning. Sorry, duckies. I apologize. I'm being a bad farmer. So I'm like, okay, I'll go pull you. But because I was distracted, and then because I was distracted by all of that, I took the wrong exit, okay, to get to the store. Right? I took the wrong exit. And so then I'm like, oh no. This is bad. I don't have my axe. I can't do anything about this tree being here, even though I kind of don't want it there. And then, what did you know it? I took the wrong exit again. So what it did was it took me back to exactly where I was, where the train was blocking the way. So then I had to go around again, and then I went around, and then I got to the store. I was like, okay, cool, I'm at the store now. And then I'm at the store, and I'm existing, I'm living my life, I'm trying to buy my groceries that I really can barely afford. Not really afford, I'm pretending that I can afford them by using a credit card. Anyway, so then I get there and I'm at the store and I'm like, okay, cool. Now time to buy some groceries. Time to get these bagels. Time to get this bread. Am I right? So then So I'm like, all right, time to get this bread. I'm so excited to get this bread that I can't afford. And I'm like, all right, here we go. And I just took a wrong turn again in this stupid gosh dang maze. This is not the direction to go. It is down here. I know this way. I know the way. I know the way. Do you know the way? I don't know the way. I do know the way. It's right here. It's right here. Okay. And so I'm like, all right, I get there. And then I like get the thing and I get this thing and I'm like standing there ready to at the self-checkout because I don't like going to normal checkouts because that means talking to people and people are scary. So I'm like, okay, all right, time to do my checking out thing. We found a star drop. Sorry, this is like a big story. This dude wanted the sweetest taste of all or whatever, and I gave him a sweet gem berry because those only grow in fall, and do that. And then we found a star drop. He gave us a star drop. The statue was weirdly alive. I don't really like how his hands are, and I don't like how his mouth. Is that a mustache, I guess? Maybe not his mouth. I don't really know. I think it is his mouth because I think he shoved the sweet gem berry like up in there. I don't really know what's happening. I don't really know what I'm saying. It's strange, but it tastes reminds me of Tacky. Whoa, oh my gosh, we got two star drops, 2 streams in a row. Star drop, 2 streams in a row. What you guys are witnessing is a complete loss of whatever sanity is left inside of Kiko. Okay. My maximum energy level has increased. Cool. Woo! Rinko, we're so happy for you. Rinko, you did so good. Rinko, you grew that sweet gem berry. Good job. Oh my God, you're so good. I'm so proud. Where does this go? Can I not go anywhere? Does this go somewhere? No? Anyway, I'm in the self-checkout and I'm like, cool, all right, time to self-checkout. Time to check myself out. But not in the fun way. In the boring way that cost me money at the end of it. So I'm like, I'm scanning my stuff and listen, chicken tenders are right. Chicken tenders are great, okay? All right. And so Walmart has these great value brand, these Walmart brand chicken tenders that are like not pre-cooked, but they're pre-breaded. And so they're cheaper than like the Tyson brand that are already pre-cooked. So, and you can cook these in the air fryer. And so that's what I do. I cook them in the air fryer. But they kind of make your air fryer really gross, so you gotta clean your air fryer more often. But anyway, so I get those, and I got 2 bags of them because, like, I don't want to have to buy more anytime soon. So I'm like, okay, all right, time to do that. It's time to do that. And I got 2 bags of them, and so it's self-checkout. So I scan 1 bag twice because they're the same price. Like, they're literally the same price. So I scan 1 bag twice, and I go put them both in the bag. And then the thing is like, alert, error, someone's stealing stuff. And I'm like, I am just trying to buy my chicken tenders, okay? I am a grown-ass woman who has no money and is buying food that, like, you'd sit there and you'd be like, man, that poor little college student who's poor and doesn't have money to buy real food, who has like the palate of a 9-year-old. And I'm like, listen, I'm just a broke divorcee trying to live my life, okay? I'm not trying to steal these chicken tenders. I just scanned them and then I put them in the bag. And now it's accusing me of stealing. And man, I have too much of a guilty conscience to steal. Because one time I got to my car and I realized that I hadn't scanned something that was on the like bottom of my basket underneath there, and I felt so guilty that I went back inside and I was like, I accidentally took this, but I still want it, so I'm not returning it. I just want to pay for it. And this isn't a like, oh Kiko, you're such a good person. It's like, no, this would have eaten at me, and I wouldn't have been able to sleep that night. And it's like, oh, but that's a big corporation. It really doesn't matter that much. But like, yes, but I have a conscience that like wants me to die if I do the slightest wrong thing. So like, yeah. Anyway, so then they get me sorted out there and I pay. And then I was just like, all right, time to go home. Oh, look, the train's finally gone. oh, look, the train's finally on. I can go home the normal way. That's cool. And then I'm like on my way home and I'm just existing, you know, and then I get home and it was literally 9:10. And I was like, I need to go live very soon. Because like I had planned, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the store and then when I get home, I'm gonna shower so that I feel nice and fresh and clean and I don't feel gross and nasty and disgusting for stream because that'll just make me in a bad mood. And I don't want to be in a bad mood. And I got home and I was like, should I still... Now you have a sandfish? Really? Now you have a sandfish? I already checked you. Why am I here? What a great question. I thought to do. I'm gonna wait till you start walking so that we get a different voice line. Dialogue line. Dialogue bit. Dialogue interaction. I hear the squishing noise of him walking. Just kidding, I don't. I'm stupid. Anyway, so then I got home and I was like, all right, well, I still need a shower because I feel nasty. Like I feel gross. I interacted with human beings, so I feel gross. And it's really hot outside. Like it's 8 o'clock. It was 8, like I left at like 8:30. No, not even. I left at like 8:15 and it was already like 85 degrees. And I was like, what is life? Texas, why are you like this? I just thought to you, can you make my day better? Life's full of mysteries. Sometimes it's nice to just take the things at face value. Man, this was an autistic thing to say, am I right? You're so cute. Can you make my day better? Will you hug me? No? Okay. Bye. I was like, time to shower, and I set a little timer for myself. I was like, all right, this shower needs to be speedy. Swing that sword, Rinko. This shower needs to be so speedy. We need to be done in 5 minutes or less. And then I showered in 5 minutes or less, and then the timer went off, and I was like, look at me, I did so good. I still have a whole like 5 minutes before I need to go live. And then it was like, because I didn't have timer no more, time blindness set in. And then I looked up and I was like, I am supposed to go live now. And that's my story. That was my story, guys. I hope it probably didn't make sense. It's okay, it didn't make sense to me either. I think I blacked out through part of it. What was I talking about? Get off my farm. You don't belong here. You too. Leave. I actually hate how much sense it made. Sending virtual hugs or like virtual head pats, whatever is your fancy. You know, I just need some virtual Gojo hugs, you know. I'm not saying that all of my problems in the world would be solved if Gojo Satoru hugged me as hard as he possibly could and like possibly broke bones because he hugged me so hard. But like, it would be kind of nice. And it might fix a few of the problems. It might allow me to pretend that things are okay. Because that's the thing too. Who wants to rant about my ex-husband? Nobody, but here I am. Oh, my gold axe is ready. Oh my gosh, Rinko, we got a gold axe. Rinko, can I ask you a question? Sorry. Did I check the spirits yesterday? I don't think I even checked. You know what, spirits? I'm perturbed as well, so luck isn't on your side either. You know, I'm something of an ADHDer myself. Every time I do something or say something that's like Do people still say that or something? My friend is like, yes. He's like, you know what you sound like? He goes, hello, fellow kids. And I'm like, listen, you're older than me. You're not allowed to treat me like this. What was I saying? Oh, something about a hug. Oh yeah, my ex-husband. So my ex-husband was very much the like I'm almost convinced my ex-husband was like borderline like, well, he's a narcissist actually. That's what it is. It's narcissism. Because he would do the whole thing like because he knew like I'm a physical touch person sort of, sort of. With the right person, I appreciate it, right? But he would do this thing where he like the last few times he hugged me, because for a while I'd be like, I just need you to hug me and tell me that I'm gonna be okay. But like the last few times that he hugged me, it didn't feel like he was hugging me because he wanted me to like feel better and like feel comforted. He hugged me because it was like it was literally like almost autistic in the sense of like, and maybe he is autistic. It's very likely because men are more likely to be assholes when they're autistic. Not all men, hashtag not all men, you know, but a lot of them are. Anyway, it didn't feel like he was hugging me because he like wanted to comfort me. He was hugging me because it was like, this is the desired action. This is the desired action to get me the result that I want. And because like literally, I remember like when he held me, I did not feel comforted. I felt like he was trying to restrain me. And so I started freaking out, like because I was having a panic attack. And so I started freaking out even more because I felt like I was like being like restrained. And he was like, this is what you wanted. This is what you always say you want. Like, I hugged you. Why are you upset? And then later he was like, I hugged you last time you were upset, didn't I? Like, that's not... You guys remember that Geico commercial? Where they're like doing the thing and then they're like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. It's literally just the reaction that I had when he did that. And I was, because like, that's how I felt. I'm like, that's not how that works. That's not the point. Not the point, bucko. Buckaroo, that's not the point. Toss that mayonnaise in. Going for dinner now, see you in a bit. I understood that reference. I don't remember what reference it was, Rio, I'm not gonna lie. And I know you're not here anymore because you're eating dinner, but I don't remember what reference it was that you understood. Cause Kiko, I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now. Kiko just be rambling and talking and babbling, and she don't really know the words. As soon as the words escape my vocal box, I'm not a robot. Why did I say that way? As soon as the words leave my mouth, I don't remember what I said. I hear a weed eater outside, and it makes me want to be rude. I had to like filter through all of the things like that were very unhinged and definitely should not be said out loud. Oh, I didn't want to leave Ben rant, so I'm here, but the reference was hello, fellow children. Ah, yes. Yes. Okay, now I'm actually leaving. See you in a bit. Alright, have a good dinner. I'm fine. Kiko is fine. Rinko is fine. Sticky notes, why are you falling? Excuse me for my aggression. apologize. Let me just, don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Kiko's fine. Rinko's fine. We're all fine. Everything's fine. We're doing great. Right, right, Rinko? Right? She's nodding. You can't tell, but she's nodding. And so is Kiko. Kiko is also nodding. Nodders? Any nodders in the chat? What does it say now? Are you still a... We're a rancher. Are we a Jolly Rancher? You know what? Watermelon Jolly Ranchers are delicious, okay? Watermelon Jolly Rancher... Okay, alright, Rinko. Watermelon is best Jolly Rancher flavor. I will not accept any argument. Watermelon best Jolly Rancher flavor. Oh, hello. What did that say? I'm sorry. I thought that said a diggy tool. Like... And I was gonna be like, listen, all right, concerned ape. How much are you willing to pay me? I'm in a place right now where like, I need money, okay? Oh my gosh, I have a gold axe. Guys, are you so excited? We got a gold axe. Oh my gosh, we received a gold axe. I didn't receive a gold axe. I paid for this. It's not that I received it. I paid for this with my money. Let's upgrade our hoe. Rinko, you need a hoe upgrade, you know? Rinko's hoeing proficiency grow. It improves. Thanks, Clint. You know what? I'll say hi. Sometimes I wonder how I ended up in this town. You hate this town because it's so washed up and all your friends don't give a fuck? But you don't want people to tell you that it's just bad luck? Alright, I'll say hi to you. Oh man, that sucks, bro. Good for you. Am I right? No, I'm kidding. I actually don't feel that way. Depending on how they got the money, right? Like if they earned their money through hard work, I don't really hate that. I'm not gonna be hateful because like if I earned my if I got harder, if I had, just gonna. Yeah, you cleaned that glass, cuz. You cleaned that glass so good. Rinko, don't look at me like that. I know. Rinko, I'm sorry. They're good gifts for people. Okay, it's fine. Who are you? Okay. You know, a lot of people want a lot of things, and we don't get those in life. I want $1 million, Shane. I would pay off my student debt, and then my divorce debt, and then with the $2 that I had left over, I would get myself a Dr. Pepper from Sonic. And then come home and cry. Hi, Jody. I'm sorry I just intruded on your house like this. I'm not really, because I did. We need to go we need to go chop some wood. A gold X. Anyway, how was everybody's weekend? Woo! I got lost in the mesmerizing noises of chopping wood. I apologize for that. Wow, How was everybody's weekend? Paper X won yesterday, guys. Track by track, am I right? Why did I say it like that? It was actually very cool to see Paper X win. Very proud of it. Very happy for them. They were all crying because they were so happy. They'd worked so hard. They tried so hard. They'd fought so hard. They did so good. Good for them, you know? I can't even be bitter that they knocked my team out of that they eliminated the team I was rooting for. So because they did so good. So happy for them. They beat all these teams that had already won a Masters event. That was really cool. That's all I had to say about that, I guess. 2 minutes later. Time blindness is so real because, like, I think it's like sometimes in my brain I'm like, oh, it's only been like 30 seconds, and I look up and it's like, oh, it has been an hour. And just wow, it's just crazy. Am I right? I don't know why I keep saying am I right. I don't know why I keep saying those words. I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of me. Happy for me even. But I still need lots of wood, so. D is for deforestation. word of the letter of the day is D. And that stands for deforestation. Get your mind out of the gutter. What did you think it meant? I have a better axe and I have a better sword. You silly little slime boys. Haha. No hentai today. Oh. Wormies and me without a hoe. That's it. Where my hoe at? Sorry. And there's the weed eater. I'm gonna mute my mic while the weed eater's here, okay? That's my bad. It's not a weed eater, it's a leaf blower. It's even worse. Okay, alright, Rinko. You're facing the wrong direction and I don't appreciate it. And it's like the worst because my echolalia is kicking in and it's like wanting me to like do that like over and over again, like and like copy it, but it's like, bro, why are you a child? Why is it that those kinds of behaviors are associated with children? Is it because that they're not technically they're seen as not socially acceptable and therefore people associate them with children doing them because children haven't learned the societal norms yet? Is that why? Because I feel like those behaviors aren't actually that childish. I feel like a lot of quote unquote adult behaviors are actually more childish than say like repeating noises, right? Than mimicking noises. I feel like that mimicking noises should not be a sign of like adolescence or being childish. Because I feel like again, like there's so many behaviors that like quote unquote adults exhibit that are far more childish because they display much more of a lack of emotional regulation capability or emotional awareness, I guess. But a lot of those behaviors, like yelling at subordinates and stuff like that, I feel like those kinds of behaviors are seen as societal norms. Like when you lose your like when someone loses their temper and starts yelling at like their subordinate, right? Those are seen as more like societal normal in society and therefore accepted. But silly things that like but things like mimicking noises and stuff is seen as like childish. I don't think that should be a thing. I'm Kiko and I think that neurotypical people suck. And that we should denormalize grown ass men throwing temper tantrums when they don't get what they want. Well, actually, I would say anybody, actually, not just grown ass men, grown ass women, adults, supposed adults. I think we should denormalize supposed adults throwing temper tantrums when they don't get what they want. And people are like, oh, Kiko, I agree with you, until they start to throw a temper tantrum, and then they no longer agree. And those are the people who lack those are the people who lack the self-awareness to realize that they are in fact the people who throw the temper tantrums. Good night! Good night, Rinko. You did so good today. We made so much muns. Good job, Rinko. You did great. We're so proud of you. I'm hungry. I took my Adderall this morning. I promise, guys. I took my ADHD medication. I promise that I did. It doesn't matter. The spirits are very happy today. Finally, stupid spirits. Glazed yam. We learned how to make glazed yams. Oh my gosh. Wait, hang on. No. Yay, we have the blueprint for the stone chest. Alright, so we don't put the iridium quality into the thing. Blubbery wine. What day of the season is it? 21? We don't have time to... Well, if I have bok choy, I have time to plant that. I don't know if I have bok choy seeds though. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Get the message, tree? It was you. This is triple watered grape. Anyway, how's everybody else doing today? I think I already asked that. Don't worry about it, okay? It's because I care. Here at Kurisaki Farm, we care. We care. Here at Kurisaki Farm, we care about you. How those go, right? When they're lying. Not that I'm lying. I do care. I don't know why, but I do. Good morning, duckies. Karaage. Miruku. Bocha. Where's sake? Where's sake? Oh, there's Oyokodon. Where is sake? There's sake. Hi, sake. Three different qualities of it. Incredibly rude of this. After all I've done for you. I'm just kidding, it's fine. You don't have to. Arbitrary! Thank you. Sticky note, gosh dang it. Sorry. Not to the sticky note though. I don't apologize to the sticky note. Hello. Show you? Show you, why don't you love me? Udon, okay, Udon loves me. Ramen. Ramen loves me. Show you, why don't you love me? It says you look very happy, but your milk says otherwise. I can read your... See, I thought better of that in the middle of saying it. It might be too late already. Did I pet you? I did. At least Ranto loves me. Go check the traveling merchant. Did I speak to Satoru yesterday? I don't think I did. We need to give Robin a peach. She likes peaches. Robin is a peach enjoyer. Mama. You know what, Robin? I'll give you an iridium peach. Because you're such a peach, you know? Should we go to the mines today? We all know that Rinko yearns for them. Or should we go fishing? What should we do? Susan. Oh, you don't like me. Oops, sorry. That's a sword. Hello. Husband almost set the house on fire last night with his science experiment. One of his beakers exploded and sent a fireball into the rafters. Gilba, I used fire-resistant lacquer when I built the place. That's wild. You know, I'm not going to tell the story I was going to tell because it's going to make... Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell that story. It's not about my husband. Not about my ex-husband. No, it's about my brother, actually. Happy birthday! I'm glad you love it. Have a good birthday. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I like fruit. If someone gave me fruit, if someone gave me like strawberries for my birthday, that'd be pretty pog. Iron ore. Oh look, the music's back. How much do you like me? Yeah, you like me. You like me enough. Who doesn't like me? A lot of people, IRL. Sorry, was that too real? I looked at that and then I didn't register in my brain hole. Brain hole. Why did I say brain hole? Why did I call it a hole? It's not a hole. A brain is not a hole. Head empty. Maybe a brain is a hole. Maybe my brain is a hole. You guys ever thought about lobotomies? You know, I looked into lobotomies once. I was curious about them. I was curious if the autism, you know, if the tism could be removed. Because people don't like me because of the tism. I don't necessarily mind the tism. Like, the tism, it's a little much for me sometimes, but like, you know, other people really don't like it, and they're kind of rude to me because of it. So I was like, man, if I can get rid of the tism, that'd be kind of cool. I was looking into lobotomies, and it was, I found out some weird facts, some fun facts about those that I'll share in a minute. But my friend that I worked with at the time, we were coworkers and now we're friends because once I quit that place and they weren't causing me so much misery anymore, she's like, we can be friends now. Like actual friends. We were already friends, but like then we were like really friends. Anyway, I was having a real bad day because I'd gotten yelled at because two grown-ass adults threw temper tantrums and I was their target to take out on because they were rude. I looked at my friend and I was like, hey, do you ever thought about whether or not they still do lobotomies? And she got this like really angry look on her face and she was like, you and my fucking boyfriend. And I was like, what? And she goes, he asked me about lobotomies yesterday. And I was like, oh, great minds, am I right? That's a story of how I learned that one of my very good friends' husband was now husband, they're married now, was so much like me. I just came back. I'm talking about lobotomy. Listen, Ryu, I can't be left to my own devices because apparently I just start talking about lobotomies. What's this about lobotomies? So I was curious about them once because I was like, can they remove the tism? Could a lobotomy remove the tism? Because like, it's not necessarily that I want the tism removed, but I want to not be treated rudely for the tism. And the only way that I can think of that might happen is if I don't have the tism. So I asked, or I started looking it up about whether or not they still did those and everything. And I was having a real bad day at work, but like a day or two later. And I was like, and I looked at my friend because I had just been yelled at. And my friend, my very dear friend, the baby shower, I went to her baby shower a few weeks ago. Not a few weeks ago. It was a month ago now. It was over a month ago now. Anyway, I asked her, I was like, do you think that they still do lobotomies? And she looked at, I didn't mean to push that button. And she looked at me and she was like, you and my fucking boyfriend, they were just dating at the time. And I was like, what? What's the problem? And she was like, he asked me about lobotomies yesterday. I want you to be my friend with a singular friendship heart. That's what you can do for me, Martin. And that was when I learned that my good friend, her now husband. Oh, see, you like me. Well, bye. That was very similar to me, and it was really funny. You guys want to know some fun facts about lobotomies? Did you know that 80% of the lobotomies performed were on women? Even though the symptoms that they displayed were not nearly as severe as their male patient counterparts. I'll buy that, thank you. Here you go. Are you my friend yet? See the dwarf light. See, Martin, what's your issue? Did I not speak to Sandy? That looks like an Ewok. That is a dwarf. Which, if we think about it, Ewoks are really just furry dwarves. Is that out of pocket to say? Sometimes I don't know. Who are you? What's happening? Hi. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee. Have I ever made... Has Rinko has made a lot of things out of wood. She turned... Should I make the joke? Should I make the joke? Rinko has turned softwood into hardwood? Rinko has done so many amazing things with wood. Continue. You mean a joke? I mean Jawa. Well, honestly, concerned date probably concerned. You guys can't see me, but I'm looking down in disappointment in myself for how I cannot words today. Always make the joke. I did make the joke, Rio. Did you like it? How did you like the joke about soft and hardwood? She's learned how to... Ringo is magic because she can also make wood longer. Just by looking at Satoru, really. But anyway, Concerned Ape probably, he very likely took inspiration, at least a little bit, from Jawas to make the dwarves. Great, then this blueprint should be a piece of cake for you. Cool, can I have cake? You said cake, can I have cake? I'm hungry. Think we've become good enough friends that I can trust you with my carpentry secrets. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did just give you a very good birthday present and you have like 7 hearts now. Here, let me show you the blueprints. Thank you. I had a hearty... Oh, I loved it. I had a hearty chuckle. I'm so glad, Ryu. That makes me happy. Oh, yay. I learned how to make the flute and the drum books. Thanks so much for your secrets, Robin. Yeah. Satoru calls her Medusa. Or she turns into heart by looking at it. She turns into stone. Listen, Ringo can turn wood to stone. She can make... Listen, Ringo can make wood as hard as stone. Just like Medusa. But, don't worry, guys. I'll be here all week. Until I get cancelled. And then I'll probably still be here because nothing can really stop me except for my electricity not being on because I don't pay my bill. But that's on auto pay. What is it pulling from? Don't worry. What was I saying before all of that? I don't remember what I was saying before all of these awful, stupid jokes that I was making. I'm fine. I'm probably not fine, but we're gonna pretend that I am. I really want to save up for this. Okay, I bought all the crafting recipes. That's good. Let's go. Actually, I think I would rather save up. We were talking about lobotomies apparently. Oh yeah, no, I think I have finished that one because I was just saying that all of the lobotomy, that 80% of the lobotomies performed in history were performed on women patients, female patients, because women are not allowed to have, because with women it's called psychosis. You need a midnight carp to rub on your sore elbow. Leah, you're strange. Yeah. Cause sexism. I want this catalog. Okay, it is 30K. I want to save up and I want to buy this catalog because this is the wallpaper catalog. And I want wallpaper. When you become a parent, you have to leave your old lifestyle behind. That is true. That is one reason that Kiko does not have children. Ringo don't have children yet. Well, it depends on the universe. Depends on which alternate. There's a ticket here. Women aren't allowed to be... Women aren't allowed. Just stop there. We just stop there, and it's right. Women not allowed. I learned a few things about combat, guys. Or sorry, Rinko learned a few things about combat. So happy for you, Rinko. We're so proud. You're doing so good. It's a very lucky day. I should be doing something for that with that luck. We should go to the skull mines. I should be taking advantage of this good luck. Actually, I'm gonna hang on. I gotta do this because I need to do something. What's a cockle? You see, a cockle is when you see a dick so ugly that you laugh. And that's called a cockle, because you have a little cockle about it. Oh, it wasn't my best work, not gonna lie. I'm not proud of that one. I can, I'm capable of better. That's the problem. I'm capable of better, but I didn't do better. So me with my ex then. Okay, got it. Oh no! Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Any dude, like... That's just mean. It would be so mean. Like, unless they were like an absolute piece of shit, I think I would feel too bad. Do anything I want? That was perfect. What, my cockle joke? I thought my cockle joke was okay. It was a little bit below average for me because I had to think too hard. I had to brain very hard for that one. Cheated on me with his estranged ex-best friend when who herself was dating his childhood friend. I think a cockle was deserved. Oh, more than a cockle was deserved. More than a cockle was deserved. I think a castration was deserved. Sorry, that was that? No, it's not too far. Nico, why is your chair basically in the middle of the room? Why are you so lean? Like, why are you leaned over like a shrimp? Oh, a hole! Tata do when he sees it and go, ooh, a hole. Everything's fine. Ow. Things are a little bit less fine. Keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Never stop swinging. Just keep swinging. Oh, okay. This is not lucky. This doesn't feel very lucky. The cockle joke may have been below average, but so was the subject of the cockle. Oh. Damn. That's a sick burn. Again, we're sitting here and we're like, you know, what is the average, right? Like, what really is the average? Because I think that the average is just that they don't know what to do with what they have. Like, I think the average is that they don't know what to do with what they have. I think that the average is that they're so easy, right? It's so easy to get them they're just at attention so easy, right? That they're like, why is it so difficult for you? It's like, because we're more complex than you are. And that is the reality, is that we are more complex. And these cowards they're like, oh, there's foreplay, what's that? And it's like, you know what? Gojo would never. You know what? Let's talk about... I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking sick of seeing all of these fanfictions. I'm so fucking sick of all these fanfictions. They make him just a complete dick and an asshole, and he does all of these irredeemable things, and he does all these toxic and awful things, because it's like, you know what? That is my emotional support character that I used to cope with the fact that my marriage was ass, all right? And you making Gojo, like, you writing Gojo doing all of these horribly toxic things is just so fucked up, all right? All these people doing that, it's like, make an original, like, because I know that they, like, it's like fiction and they want comfort or whatever, but it's like, okay, make him be the comfort. Stop making him be the asshole. Why are you making him the asshole? Make someone else the asshole and make him the comfort, which is like, because it's like, why do you want him to be that so badly? Like, why is that what gets you off? I know the whole saying of like, oh, I don't want to yuck someone else's yum. I am absolutely yucking other people's yum. I am absolutely yucking other people's yum because their yum is fucking toxic. I think that quote unquote not yucking someone's yum is only valid when it's not toxic as fuck. Yeah, average is not knowing how to use the tools they're given. Absolutely, I definitely agree with that. And I watch my viewership die. Kiko getting canceled again, guys. I don't want. Because I just keep seeing these things. Like I saw a fic the other night that was literally the behavior exhibited by Satoru in that fic was literally my ex-husband. And I'm like, I am so tired of the disrespect you put on that you people, Kiko to her viewers, you can't handle the truth. People can't handle the truth, Ryu. Weak-minded. Only the strong can only the strong-willed can handle Kiko streams. But put some fucking respect on Satoru's name, all right? That man has suffered enough, okay? How about you little fuckers? How about you disrespectful fucks? Put some respect on Satoru's name. He deserves better, all right? He deserves better than all you little fuckers who are sitting there being like, he would be toxic and fucking, he would do this and do. He deserves better than you. What does he deserve? He deserves Rinko. Is Rinko Kiko? I try very hard to make it different. Listen, Rinko is stronger than me in so many ways. Rinko can put up with a lot more than I can as well. But Satoru deserves better than these weak-minded individuals who think that who believe that he would be so toxic. Because you know what? He wouldn't. Satoru would never. My friend was making fun of me in like the fun friend way the other day and was like, technically, canonically, didn't he probably die a virgin? And I was like, don't do this to me. Not in my canon. Canonically though, probably yes, that autistic boy probably did die a virgin. Which is just So here's the thing, I love Satoru, but at the same time my comfort character is Shoto Aizawa. And the way people write him, it hurts. No, I feel that, right? Like everybody see, here's the thing, you have your comfort character, right? Like Satoru got me through a lot, all right, guys? Like we can be like, oh, haha, silly, an anime character, blah, 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 fictional character, yada yada. No, that's what fiction is for. Fiction is an escape. Fiction is meant to be an escape from reality. That's the entire point of fiction. Fiction is meant to be an escape from reality because, like, that's what just literally. But it's so rude that still hit me. But the thing is, like, all these people just want to make angsty stuff. They just want to make characters suffer. They want to make characters miserable. But don't worry, there's smut. Don't worry, these characters are assholes. And everything about their personalities is opposite of what it actually would be. And they're horrible people, but don't worry, there's smut. There's poorly written smut. Don't worry. They got off. Also, what's with the explicit cheating smut? I don't want, like, I don't get these people will not read. They will not read original character. They will not read original character content, right? But they will just foam at the mouth over reading Satoru or any character really. If Satoru is cheating on the reader, quote unquote, they will foam at the mouth over him sleeping with an original character. And I am not even sorry. You need therapy. I saw a post that was complaining about the that was complaining about people calling out how poor the quality of the writing is. And it's like, they're like, why don't you write for yourself? Or why don't you stop, like, being mean? And I'm like, listen, I'm all for encouraging, like, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, don't write. Because that's not what I've said. I've said Grammarly is free. And I've said do some fucking research. That's what I'm asking. Do some fucking research. Not even asking. I'm trying to order. Aizawa is also a teacher, and the amount of teacher-student fixes he is insane. He would not do that. Man literally chopped his leg mid-battle for his kids. I mean, yeah. I mean, Satoru wouldn't either. Like, if we're being real here, Satoru would not. Because Satoru sees them as children, and that must be protected. Satoru sees them as his precious students that, like, are going to be stronger than him someday and need to be protected and cultivated and all that, right? So, like, he would never... He wouldn't do that. Oh, wow, a miner's treat. Thank you so much. Ooh, this is a very nice level. Let's put this right here. That still hits me. What's up, crab? Feeling crabby? I'm feeling kind of crabby. I'm kind of in a grumpy mood today, you know? Like, Satoru's problem is that he cares too much, which is really just the autists. The autistic, the woes of the autists, really. Not artist, autist, by the way. Don't get confused there. It's artist. I'm not a British person trying to say artist, okay? I mean literal the tism. You're too sensitive and you care too much. It's not that deep, bro. Yes, it is. Just because you are more shallow than a kiddie pool does not mean that everybody else is. Like, you might not be that deep. And that's fine. That's your own prerogative. You don't gotta be that deep. You wanna be shallow enough for a kiddie pool? Okay, fine. But while you are wearing your floaties, Kiko says Abu Awa. Huh? I don't understand this reference. Am I too boomer? Ow. Hey, stop hitting me. That's rude. Oh, a bottle of what? Okay, yeah, no. I'm stupid. Don't worry. Bottle of water, Kiko, British accent. Listen. Sometimes I'm a little slow. All right. Just like British people. Sorry. That was just straight up rude. All right. I'm sorry for that one. A cherry sapling. The British people did nothing wrong, I'm sorry. sorry for attacking them needlessly. But yeah, while people are out here drowning in their little kiddie pool. Here's the thing. They're shallow as a kiddie pool, but they're still drowning. You can drown in an inch of water. You ever think about that? They're like, oh, if I'm shallow, I can't drown. Yes, you can. Historically, some of the worst drownings have occurred in puddles. Edgar Allan Poe. Didn't he die? Didn't he drown in a puddle? Face first? Wasn't he found? With all their drugs and stuff too. Like, they just trying to be Edgar Allan Poe, but they not. They not him. They're like, oh, I'll do all these drugs and I'll die like Edgar Allan Poe. You're not him. You. You. I don't need you either. What was I saying? Bask in the glory of it, Rinko. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my... He might be dead here, guys. Eat it. Oh! Oh, we almost died. It was almost lights out for Rinko, guys. My speed and my luck are gone, but you know what? We are alive. The British did something. I mean, listen, the British did many things wrong. The British have done many things wrong. Let's not delude ourselves. But in this scenario, in the scenario in which I attacked them, they had done nothing wrong. Especially with no Satoru to save her. I know, right? I think that's the thing too, is like everybody wants to talk, everyone wants to be like the, oh, Satoru would be overly protective. Do you guys, listen, everyone is like, oh, Satoru would be so protective of whoever he is. Satoru would not date somebody. Satoru would not allow him, Satoru would not even take a second glance at somebody who would need who needed his protection that much. If someone was that helpless to need his protection that much, he would not take a second glance at them in that way. And because does anyone else remember how he treated Megami when he got hurt? Like, does anyone else remember how he treated Megami when Child got hurt? We're gonna put that down for a second. We're gonna consume this because it makes us go speedy. And then we're gonna fight this mummy. And then we're going to explode this mummy. A diamond! Well, don't mind if I do. Did anyone get the diamond? Like, Satoru, he quite literally does not have time for the weak. Yes, he protects the weak, but he doesn't have time for them. And that was one reason I made Rinko the way I did. Because she's not the strongest. She doesn't rival the strongest. She has no intention of rivaling the strongest. But she can handle she knows the situations in which she can handle herself, and she knows that, but she also understands and acknowledges her limits. To an extent, right? Obviously there are instances where it's like, Rinko, sweetheart, that was your limit. And Rinko's like, nah. I'm all good. And we're like, Rinko, you're not good. There's so many things that are not good about what has happened to you. Ma'am, your lungs were ripped. And in a lot of cases, she obviously, like, remember, she thinks that she's weaker than she actually is. Like, she underestimates her own strength. Which I think everybody does that. I think in some cases everybody does that. Then there are the arrogant idiots who get themselves killed or hurt or whatever, right? But it's like what was it in 8 Issues where Satoru's like, I'll help if you ask me for help, but like, this is your job and I'm not gonna just step in and like take over. Until like it becomes like actually too much. Oh, hello. It's why I love their dynamic, because they can depend on each other despite the difference in their power. Exactly, because they understand each other very well. Rinko understands her limits. Rinko understands that there is no reason for her to be. Rinko understands, like, if you remember in the Shibuya in Cruel Fate, first part of this, in the first chapter of Cruel Fate, the Shibuya incident, where she's like, I know that I would be more of a hindrance. Where she literally says, I will stay out of your way. Like, I'm not in your way. Because she knows. Rinko understands. And she's not up in her feelings about it. Because she understands, because she is an adult. That's the thing, is Rinko is an adult who understands that it's not about ego. It's about safety. It's about not being stupid. And she's just like, my ego is not, like, ego for anybody, nobody's ego is more important than not being stupid. But she also knows, she's like, it's warranted for him. And she also knows that, especially with, you know, she's like, anybody else, he's going to be too concerned about not hurting them. He can't go all out. She understands that. She knows that. She has seen that. And that's something that irritated. It always irritates me. I fucking hate the fics that are like, you were there on the platform. We sought to do. Got locked in the prison realm. They literally explicitly state, hey, the prison realm, that little box, its capacity, 1. It is now occupied. But also, like, I hate, it's like, oh, you were on the platform and you were there. Nobody was, that's the whole point. Fucking idiots. Yeah, I said that. You're worth a lot of money. You're not. I can get a lot of you. Like, no one was on the no. That was literally the whole point. Because guess what? Guess what? If you're on the platform, if anybody had been on the platform with Satoru, hey, guess what? When he did his 1 second or whatever, however long his, like the stupidly short, like it should have been impossible domain expansion, you also would have been catatonic with everybody else. That's Kiko's tism coming through, shining. Being angry at people's reading comprehension level. Because I also, you know what, another thing that really pisses me off? From the second I read, like from the second that it was revealed that the higher ups were killed, because of the way that it was revealed, I thought it was very obvious that Gojo killed them in the manga. I thought that it was clear as day that the implication was that he killed them. So I did not understand why so many people, when I had Rinko do it, and being like, you know, whatever, yada, 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 I could not understand, and I still don't understand how people did not understand the fact that, and people were like, I thought Yuta killed them. Why did anybody think that Yuta did it? Why? Why was that the assumption that people had? Why did people assume, oh, Yuta killed? Yuta would not do that. Like, our precious little bean, he would not do that. Unless Gojo had told him to do it, but Gojo would never tell his student to do that. Gojo would never have told Yuta to do that. But that's the only reason that he would have. So why did people, like, I don't understand why people were like, I thought it was Yuta that did it. Like, point to the words that made you think that, because I genuinely need to understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how you got to that conclusion. I have confusion about your conclusion. I don't know why I rhymed that. I know it's getting late game, but it's such a lucky day. There's so many goodies. Look at all these goodies that I'm getting. That's a hole? That's a ladder? That's a whole ladder. Here, bro. Come here. Yay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump in this hole. We're gonna explore this level a little bit. No, go in the trash can. I'm going to try to keep myself from getting... Rinko, we need to not be greedy here. We're probably going to be greedy, though. Another hole. Satoru would be like, love holes. Holes as in the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf. What year did that movie come out? What year did Holes come out? Oh, consume. Consume again. Continue to consume. Continue consuming. What happens if you pass out? So if you pass out in the mines, then you lose stuff. You lose part of your inventory. No, get away. Nope. Yeah, if you pass out in the mines, then you lose part of your inventory. Oh, this was so worth it. It was so worth it. Okay, sorry. That was probably very loud in your ears, and I apologize. Don't throw it away. Consume the cave carrot. We made it to level 100. We did so good. Now we go home. So if you pass out in the mines, like if you die in the mines or you pass out in the mines, then you lose part of your inventory. If you pass out anywhere else, then you just get you just lose money, because you'll find like a letter in your mailbox the next day that's like, I found you in this little area, in this particular spot, yada yada, and I brought you to your house. No. Finally happened. What I find funny is, like, I'm pretty sure even if you pass out like inside of your house, they're like, we found you, and it's like, why were you in my house? My steel hoe is ready. Rinko, are you so excited? Your steel hoe. It's hoeing time. Saturday, where you at? Spirits, I'm perturbed with you. Thanks for the recipe for pumpkin soup. Oh, I need to taste the music. Okay, my tools. Pumpkins! We water first. Oh gosh dang. Very good quality pumpkins. Hi Rando, good morning. Oh, thank you. Periwinkle. Periwinkle is a very pretty color. Have you guys thought about that? guys know what you know what is a cool thing? Pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread is fucking delicious, okay? Not really a pumpkin spice kind of gal, but I do love me some good pumpkin bread. My family has a really, really good pumpkin bread recipe. It makes me very happy inside. What about miso pumpkin cookies? Pumpkin miso cookies? Miso pumpkin cookies. I bet that would be fucking delicious. The duckies are full grown! Hi, Oyokodon. I think it's funny that they're like mallard ducks. Hi, Karaage. Miruku. Alright, where's Kocha? There you are. Good morning! Oh my goodness, we have duck eggs, guys! We can finish our community center bottle. No, 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 no. Do not eat the duck egg. Sell. Sell. Sell, sell. Sell one of the duck eggs. Let's go to Clint first. Get some of these geodes opened. Did I finish my rant? Oh, I'm gonna get my hoe. It's hoeing time. Just kidding, it's not hoeing time yet. Slightly greater chance. Oh, a book. A power. Wow. Oh my gosh, wow. Can't believe it, wow. Oh my word! Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Oh my goodness, Clint! I know it's not your fault, Clint, but I feel like it's your fault. Is that new? No. You gave me nothing new, Clint. Thank you for the power. Book, not Clint. Clint did nothing. Also, I found the actual picture. I went and I took an actual picture, an actual screenshot of my museum. So we're gonna rearrange it today. Because I want to. I could technically donate a prismatic shard as well, but I don't want to. Those were backwards. Have I really not found a rare disc? That's crazy. Okay, so wait, hang on. This goes to the top. These are actually backwards. Oh yeah, I did, okay. And then... Cool. Hi, Saturday. The crisp air and the colorful leaves fall has a way of stirring up nostalgic feelings, doesn't it, Rinko? It does, doesn't it? You're cute. You're very cute. Saturday, has anyone ever told you how cute you are? Alright, Clint. Buy some of these things from me then. To the community center. I do believe this means we'll finish the animal bundle. Oh yeah, Leo wants a midnight carb. I think I have one. We did it! A cheese maker. So we literally just need five. We need one more gold sweet potato. And we get greenhouse. What does it take to make a crystallarium? I can make a crystallarium. Also, how much I got so much iridium yesterday. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Yes! So much iridium! We love that for us. This is like the special chest. Look at this beautiful prismatic. Look at this beautiful prismatic shard. Look at that, Rinko. You hold that with pride. You did so good. Did I check on the cows? Shaman, what kind of milk you giving me today? We done? Okay, cool. All right, show you. All three of you love me. Good. Better. Threatens the cows into loving me. Better love me, or else. What is up, bro? Harvest it's up. That's great. Good for you. I don't care. Did you like that, drive-by trash check? I did. Yeah? I would prefer not to put my nose directly to the ground. Animals tend to poop there. I do have enough time for some bok choy. Oh, that was very silly of me. Oh well, wait. Buy that for me, thank you. Hi, Caroline. Can I go into your back, your weed, I mean your green tea room? I can. You guys ready for like the trippiest cutscene in this game? Ohio! Ohio gozaimasu! Oh, hi, good morning, Rinko. I don't think it's morning. I think it's afternoon by this point. I'm glad you came in. I've been meaning to show you this. It's my private sunroom. It is very nice. So what do you think? It is very nice. It's very relaxing. Yes, when I step in here, I feel calm and relaxed right away. It's really therapeutic. I feel like I should make myself some tea instead of coffee. Maybe I'll have tea after I finish my coffee. I have this really yummy strawberry hibiscus tea that's very good. It's very good cold, like iced or hot. I didn't read what she said. I feel bad. And it's a perfect place to drink my homegrown tea. Here, let's have a cup. Sure, I'll have a cup of tea. But listen, Caroline, I don't know what you're putting in this tea, but this cutscene we're about to get, this is not just tea, okay? I have to come in here for a fresh cup of tea every day. My little ritual. Let me try to explain. But also, maybe this is just a neurodivergence explanation. When I'm alone with relaxing tea, my mind is empty and free to wander. You know what? That is actually very fair. And you know what? Never mind, I'm gonna stop making fun of you because maybe this is just actually tea. And maybe you just have an overactive imagination, like all of us. I learned about maladaptive daydreaming not long ago, guys. I know I know your husband has the devil's lettuce, but like maybe you don't. Maybe you actually don't. Hope that makes sense. Sure, yeah, life can be pretty hectic, so having a hobby like this is nice. Feel free to come here and relax anytime you want, okay? Sure. You got it. Go in here now, take your tea leaves. I like how it's just sticking in the middle of the floor. Should we play Coffee Talk this week, guys? Like the first game, the first Coffee Talk game? Should we do that? Sorry, that music, the like kind of lo-fi-esque music made me think about Coffee Talk. Should we? Why not? You know what? Boom. We can do that now. Are you guys impressed by Rinko's hoeing skills? You should be. Rinko is a master hoer. It's not like a masturbator, though. That bok bok like went straight to my like straight through my skull just now. My chair keeps moving back. Ryu, would you like another rant topic? I already checked the cave today, I think. Gosh, dang it. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful cave. Always up for a rant. This one won't be, I don't think this one will be very long. It's literally just me saying, I think that people are stupid for, I think people are dumb. For thinking that, for whenever they write Megami, calling anyone mom. That is not the kind of child that Megami is. That's not Megami's style. Megami is a stubborn, traumatized teenager who has so much anger inside of his body. Megami is not the kind of person that would ever call anybody mom. And that's another reason that, like, even though he acknowledges, like, yes, Rinko raised him and is more of a mother to him, you know, or more of a parent to him, or whatever, like, you know, the joking adopted mom type thing, he would never call her mom. And she would never want him to. Like, she doesn't want any of those kids to call her mom, because to her, she's not their mom. Like, she knows that she's not their mom. They know she's not their mom. She is a motherly figure, absolutely. But to her, like, especially for Megami, it's like, Megami is far too bitter to call anybody mom, all right? He's not going to do that. He's also too proud. Not only is Megami too bitter, he is too proud. He's a proud little boy, okay? And he would not just be, it doesn't matter how impactful to his life somebody is. With how much he hates his father and like all that stuff. Ain't no way that but they always like people make him so much softer than he actually is, and that's another thing I think. And that's it. I mean, people have said that they like about another level is like a lot of the characters seemed to be canon accurate, and Megami was definitely one of them, because like Megami, like no, like no, Megami is too stoic for that. He's too proud. He's too stoic. I mean, he never called Gojo anything beyond Gojo Sensei, or like just Gojo, or anything like that. Like no. That's not the kind of, no. I also don't think that, I don't think, because people are like, oh, Satoru wants people to call him, I don't think he did. I think that Gojo just enjoyed being their sensei. I think that's all he wanted. I don't think he wanted to be called dad by them. He didn't, because I think to Gojo, I don't think Satoru ever saw himself as Megami's dad. I think he saw himself as a mentor or as a guardian, but I don't think he ever saw himself as anything more than that. I do not think that he was ever like, oh yeah, I'm your dad now. If anything, it was like, oh, if anything, it was more like an older sibling or a cousin. But people are so obsessed with this idea of like, oh yes, if it child, then they must call mother. No, that's not like, and especially someone who inserts themselves into, it's like a step parent, like that just inserts themselves into your life and then is like, call me mom, call me dad. No, I would say that most kids would be so against that they would out of spite, especially kids, which is so funny that Zoomers think that this is like a thing that would happen, because it's like, bitch, Megami is a Zoomer. Like, he wouldn't do that. Like, Zoomers are one of, I say this and I'm not sorry. All right, I'm not sorry for this, what I'm about to say. And I know that this is the classic, like, oh, the generation behind me, the worst. But like, Zoomers are the most spiteful, mean generation for no reason. Like, almost every Zoomer that I've met, like most Zoomers, they think that being mean is a personality trait. Like, they think that that's like part of their personality. They think that it makes them cool. They think that it makes them edgy. No, it literally just makes you an asshole that people don't like. Being an asshole is not a fun character trait. It's not quirky. Being disrespectful and just straight up mean for no reason is not cool. Doesn't make you cool. It's like the worst. It's just the worst. And I will say this. Having worked, especially recently, in customer service in a job that depends on tips heavily, would you guys like to know who the best and worst tippers are? The best tippers, millennials. Millennials are the best tippers because they've worked there, they know what it's like, they understand the struggle. Okay? Zoomers do not tip. Even if it is not their money, they're paying with their mommy or daddy's credit card and they don't tip. Boomers, honestly, like, so it's a hit or miss, right? It's a hit or miss with boomers. Gen X typically tip. Gen X and boomers are pretty hit or miss. Without fail though, millennials best tippers. Yeah, you swing that sword, Rinko. This is something to be very passionate about. Swing that sword. Without fail, millennials best tippers. Gen Z worst tippers, and then Gen X and boomers are tied for like being hit or miss. It really just depends on their mood, really. But most of the time, at the very least, in most cases, Gen X and boomers are semi-polite. Zoomers are just like, they treat you like you're lesser, and then they don't tip. Right. Stupid little Zoomer little shits. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm actually not sorry. I'm actually very not sorry. It's me being hateful. Because here's the thing. And I've said this before. Like, I'm not even 30 yet, guys. Like, I'm on the cusp. Okay? Like, I'm on the cusp. I'll admit that. Like technically, I think I fall. Like in fact, I know I fall in that like area where I'm like technically what they call what we dub as a zillennial because we don't because we're like because millennials are like we'll kind of accept you. We'll kind of accept you, right? But then but like we are like Zoomers. We don't claim you. We don't want you. We don't want to be associated with you. Because it's like, how dare you try to put me into a group of people that was born after 9/11? How dare you try to put me in a group of people that don't remember 9/11? Because they weren't born. Rio, I think you technically fall into the category that you were born. I know you're not American, and so like it's not as big of a deal for you. And I'm not trying to be the whole like, oh, American history, the most important history, and you got to know about American history. Because I'm not trying to be that. But like, that's just something that is obviously big, like in the States, obviously. But like, I mean, technically, it was big world. It was a big thing worldwide. That was a huge tragedy. Ow! I don't know why I said ow. I just dropped my phone on my desk. Sorry for your ears if you heard that. And it was loud. But like at the same time, I mean, it wasn't as like ginormously impactful. Obviously, you were one when 9/11 happened. Oh, thank goodness, you were at least born. You were born. But like for the states, it's such a big thing, and honestly, for the for Americans and American Zoomers, okay, it shows. Those little Zoomers who were born after 9/11, you can tell by talking to them. Like one conversation can tell you like you were born after 9/11. Like you were definitely born after 9/11. But yeah, conclusion of Kiko's Zoomer hating rant. I don't actually hate all Zoomers, okay? Let me try to save face a little bit here. So I don't hate all Zoomers. I hate most Zoomers. I hate Zoomers who are assholes for the sake of being assholes. I hate Zoomers who do not take any kind of criticism and who think that any kind of criticism or any kind of disagreement means automatically that you're just a bad person. You're not, quote, in their corner. You are just a hater. Idiots. I don't like, and here's the thing. Also, every generation has idiots. Millennials has quite a few idiots. Every generation has plenty of idiots. Okay? Tons of idiots. In every generation, obviously, right? I have to their face told quite a few Gen Xers that I'm like, you're the worst parent generation. I've straight up said it to Gen X people. I'm like, your generation is the worst parent, has the worst parents, because your generation is what produced the Zoomers. And you should apologize. You mean as a Gen Z? Yeah, no, I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, millennials millennials are responsible for many, many, many blunders, right? Okay, no generation is perfect. Every generation has their issues, and every generation has an issue with every other generation, right? What I don't get, and one reason I'm so hateful towards Gen Zs is they started attacking millennials with no reason. They fired the first shot, okay? They fired the first shot by hating on the fashion trend and like all these little things that it's like, Gen Z, we were supporting you. Gen Z, we were in your corner. We thought that you were, it's like that. It's like you were the chosen ones. But then they started firing shots. They started doing like they started the friendly fire, and then it was like, all right, gloves are off, no holds barred. You're a shit generation, just like the rest of us. You're shit, just like every generation is shit. Because humans are garbage. We're all garbage. Every generation garbage. All humans garbage. Deep down, like some people are nice and good and all that, and that's wonderful, right? But like most humans, garbage. So the message for today from Kiko today is that humans are garbage, and I hate. She hates all of them, most of them. Yeah. And Megami is a Zoomer, so we must remember that Megami would be his stoic little self, and he would never call someone who is not his mother mom, and he would never be that affectionate. Megami is not affectionate. Megami is not an openly affectionate person, and he would never be. And I think that people need to understand and acknowledge that there are certain people that are just that's never going to be them. Like, there are people, yes, once you get past their shell and all of that, they're going to be. That is not Megami. That is absolutely not Megami. He is far too prideful. I will say in India, everything is a generation late. So all boomer experiences are millennials, and all millennial experiences are Gen Z, and Gen Z is Gen Alpha, like personality wise. That's interesting. See, my nieces and nephews are Gen Alpha, technically, if that's that's the terminology we use nowadays. Like and it's interesting too, because I mean, Gen Alpha is technically, so most of Gen Alpha, their parents are millennials. And then you have, so because boomers are the parents of millennials, right? The Gen Xers, which are between millennials and boomers, are the parents of the Zoomers, right? And then the millennials are the parents of the Gen Alpha. That's, you're right. There's technically most of the time there's about a two generation. There's one generation in between, right? I don't know exactly like what the cutoff is for most of them. I just know that that most of the most agreed upon, whatever cutoff for like millennial between millennial Gen Z, right, is like usually I think there's like 95 is the typical cutoff. Some people will argue 2000. I like to argue 2000 simply because I'm like, that is such a big difference. Like literally people born in 99 versus people born in year 2000 there is genuinely such a difference there. There's such a difference there. I was not born in 99, by the way. Just putting that out there. I'm not saying what year I was born. But like I said, I'm like on the cusp. I'm not 30 yet. I'm not 30 yet, guys. I'm not 30 yet. Okay. I got divorced before I was 30 years old. Oh. Yeah. Max 30 yet? Yeah, no. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. I think we're gonna end here, guys. That and your face would be the insane mystery of this channel. Maybe someday we'll have a Kiko face reveal. Maybe. Just maybe. You know what? And if we're still around, if Kiko is still around when she turns 30, well, we can talk about that. We can be like, Kiko's 30 now. She's having a huge identity crisis. She's over the hill, guys. A rancher. Rinko is a rancher. She's not a Jolly Rancher. I want Jolly Ranchers now. Listen, all right, if you guys have never tried this, I don't recommend. Okay, I'm gonna drink responsibly, okay? Don't be dumb about it. Don't be an idiot, okay? All right. This is coming from Kiko, from some life advice from Kiko. Drink responsibly, just period. Don't be stupid. Don't be drinking alone in your wherever you are. Don't be drinking just for the sake of drinking, you know, socially and all that jazz and all that. But like, just be responsible with your consumption of any substances that are legal. By the way, we stay legal, okay? But I will say, when I was in grad school, get her married to Satoru and she will be a Jolly Rancher. But I will say, when I was in grad school, I drank a lot, okay? When I was getting my master's degree, we were drinking pretty much every weekend, okay? And I got the cheap stuff because poor grad school student. I'm more poor now, which is sad. I have a master's degree. Anyway, one of my favorite things, I made this discovery, okay? You take some tequila, you put a couple of watermelon Jolly Rancher, your chosen, what, right? But like, watermelon is the superior flavor. And you put them in that tequila and you let it sit for a little while till those Jolly Ranchers are pretty much dissolved. And that is the most delicious shit ever, okay? It was so good. So good. I remember one night I went through an entire bottle of like a decently sized bottle of Cuervo by myself, and my alcohol tolerance when I was in grad school was incredible. I never wanted to be there again because that was not good. Because I could quite literally down an entire bottle of tequila and be like sober. And that is not a good thing, okay? Right? We're prefacing, it's not a good thing. Kiko, listen, I only drank socially, okay? And like, so like, it was literally just like, oh, we're all together and whatever, and I just liked the taste, right? But like, don't do that. That is expensive, but I mean, we didn't go out to bars either because that was expensive. So we would just like hang out at one of our places, and everyone would like bring different alcohol. Everyone would bring something. We'd play like card games or whatever. But don't become that, okay? Life lessons from Kiko, okay? Don't do that. Now my alcohol tolerance is like, bro, I have no alcohol tolerance. I have no alcohol tolerance. It's non-existent. I take like one shot of tequila and I'm gone. Which is honestly, it's actually kind of nice because cheaper, and better for my liver and my health. Alcohol kills brain cells. Honestly, the legal drinking age should be like 28. If we're being realistic here, the legal drinking age should be like 28 in every country because it should be after your brain is done developing. Because it kills brain cells. Literally, I mean, I mean, it's scientifically proven. It kills brain cells. So like, don't be responsible. Don't drink underage. I hope nobody here is underage because we've already done the age check, right? But yeah. Don't kill too many brain. Listen, for a lot of people, that's why. You know what? That's why Gen Z is so gosh damn stupid. Because they start vaping and drinking when they're 12. Gen Z started vaping and drinking when they were 12. That's why they're stupid, because they killed they killed more brain cells. They killed the brain cells before they could develop. They preemptively killed brain cells. That's why Gen Z is so stupid, at least in America. In India, it's 25 in some states. That's wild. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, like, drinking really isn't all that it's cracked up to be. It really isn't. Like, it's nice. And, like, I enjoy the taste of, like, enjoy the taste of a good beer. I like a good Guinness. I like a good Sapporo. I like a good tequila. I am a tequila girl. But I promise you that I enjoy a Dr. Pepper more than I enjoy alcohol. Like, and here's another thing. This is Kiko's final lesson of the day. We're ending. I'm gonna go to this. I had my first drink with my family. It was fun, not gonna lie. See, alcohol should be an additive, to the fun, not the requirement for fun. Here is Kiko's lesson for the day, okay? Kiko's final lesson for the day. Alcohol, when consumed legally and safely, should be an additive and not the requirement for fun. Okay? Period. Alcohol should be, like most beverages, just there existing, right? And it should not be something that you need in order to have fun. Because let me tell you, you can have so much fun without alcohol. And I know I sound like such a boomer saying this, or such a little like, oh, goody two shoes. Listen, I've had my fair share of alcohol, okay? I've done a lot of dumb things. But like, we would play. So in grad school, friends and I would get together. We would chill on like what we would do is we would have like grading parties essentially. It sounds so riveting, doesn't it? But what we would do is we would all get alcohol. Like we'd all bring whatever. Some people would bring beer, wine, whatever, and so bring your own, but we shared. We would sit and we would grade for a while until our eyes glazed over and we couldn't read those papers any longer because they were really bad. And then when we were done, we would play card games. And we would just chill. We'd have some drinks. We'd play some card games, chill out. It'd be fun, right? Drunk Mario Kart is very fun, though. I will say that's one game. Drunk Mario Kart is very fun, and that one is one that. there is no other. You're getting drunk. It's more fun to watch people to see people get drunk. Some people are really interesting to watch when they're drunk. There are some people that get, like, the thing is, it just kind of depends on the people, right? Because there are some people that are angry and they're assholes, right? But my best friend, I adore my best friend. I love my best friend so much. She is hilarious. She is so funny. She is hilarious sober and drunk, though. There's really very little change between sober and drunk when it comes to her. But I will never forget her birthday years ago. Was it my birthday? No, it might have been my birthday. It was somebody, I think it was, maybe it was nobody's birthday. I don't remember exactly the occasion, but we were out. We were actually somewhere. We were getting drinks. We were having drinks. And she weighed like nothing at a time. And she's still pretty tiny. So like half a sip would get her just wasted, no matter what. But she was relatively tipsy, and she was telling us like a story or something. And I will never forget this. I will never forget this. And it was so funny because there were other people there that confirmed this later because she did not believe me when I was telling her when she was sober that this had happened. But I had like recently painted my nails or something, and I remember she like had my hand. She was like holding my hand, and she was looking at my nails, and she's like, "These are so pretty." And like talking about that. And I had this like conscious thought in my head of, if she moves my hand any closer to her face, she's going to lick my hand. And not even a second after I had that conscious thought, she licked my hand. And what is even funnier about it is she did not believe that this happened until 3 witnesses who were there as well were like, no, you licked her hand. We all saw it happen, and it was very strange. And I still love making fun of her for it because she's like, I still don't remember. She's like, but I know that it had to have happened. Because there were some people, because she's like, because at least one of the people who confirms it, like, they would not say that just to mess with me. Because I was like, yeah, that's fair. A lot of people that were there probably would have said it just to mess with you, but like, there were a couple that were there that were also just like, no, you actually did we couldn't believe it either, but you did it. We saw it happen. You licked her hand. So yeah, my best, she's a wonderful person. I love her so much. She's really funny. But also, that's the kind of thing that I feel like she would probably also do sober. That woman has a PhD and a 1-year-old child now. And a husband. We could talk, I mean, she's also got a husband with a PhD as well. So they're just a power couple, really. They're a power couple. We have, listen, lots of life lessons from Kiko today. I feel like that they were very important life lessons, as in, you know, alcohol is not the key to happiness. That's an important one. Megami is a zoomer. Zoomers suck. But except for Megami. Megami is our bean. Megami is our little bean. Rinko would just do so many things to protect, as she should. Megami is our bean. We love him. We adore him. But he is a stoic little zoomer bean who would never call somebody mom. Sounds like something me or my best friend would do. Yeah, it's wild. Oh, yeah, and the last point was that, you know, stop making characters be assholes in your fics. Come on. Make an original character be an asshole, and make the fictional character, the wonderful fictional character, be the one to make it all better. Do that. Make an original character be an asshole. And then have Satoru come in and make it all better. Because that's what he would do. Maybe. Well, I mean, yeah, he would. He would. Satoru would never be that rude and hateful. Thank you for coming to Kiko's stream talk. Also, don't suck. You know what, Ryu? I don't think you suck. I think you're pretty chill. I think you chill. I think you being chilling. I don't know why I've been saying that so much lately. I have just been. It is back in my vocabulary, and I just keep saying it. So here we are, continuing to say it. Kiko just keeps saying "bing chilling." I think you being chilling. You're welcome. It has a high comp. Listen, I don't compliment a lot. Like there's. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna be awkward continuously, as always. Kiko is awkward. That is just the reality of this situation in life. Thank you guys for being here. We'll be live tomorrow. I do believe. All right, I'll fucking take it. You will, yeah. Scottish. Why? I don't know why we went Shrek. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat lunch of some kind. I don't really know what kind of meat. Well, I have chicken tenders now, so I can eat some chicken tendies. Thank you guys for watching. I think tomorrow. I think we made it far enough that tomorrow we'll get to see the Spirits Eve festival. So I think tomorrow we will be possibly. No. It's possible that we will finish out fall. It depends. We shall see. Thank you guys for being here. It was very fun. Chicken tendies, and I just ate dinner. Yeah, chicken tendies are so good. I like other foods, but listen, chicken tendies, they're a classic, right? Chicken tendies. Listen, one of the main things I dislike my ex-husband for is because he kind of ruined dinosaur nuggies for me, because like that man was obsessed with dinosaur nuggies and mac and cheese. Like bro had a palate of like a 5-year-old. But anyway, I'm not gonna start that rant right now. We might sometime this week, we might play Coffee Talk. I think that we should play Coffee Talk one day this week. So we shall see. Thanks again for watching. Have a good evening, day, whatever time it is for you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here, and Rinko and Satoru love you.